I learned from that, and it didn't hurt my feelings to have the Honda. It didn't hurt my feelings in the short term because I was doing the things that I knew I could have whatever the I wanted later. I mean, I could go buy whatever. I could spend $100,000 on a vehicle back then, and it wouldn't be a terrible thing to do if you had a few million. I'm just like, why? Just let's compound the money. Let's make the money, get the money making money, and get the money that makes more money and makes more money and makes more money, and compound those gains. In the long term, you just have whatever you want. You do whatever you want. And, I like that a lot. The best thing that money buys you is your freedom.
If you don't have $1 million yet, you're living a much lesser life than what could be easily available to you with the right guidance. My head coach has freed up a few spots in his calendar to hold one-on-one strategy calls with the highest quality applicants. If you're doing well already and you're looking to accelerate your momentum and do even better, click the link in the description now and apply for your strategy session. More at the end of this video.
We were just chatting on the way over here, on the way to the studio from the gym, the long trek that it is. I mentioned to him, I was like, we should talk about the difference of looking good versus being good, looking good at something, looking pretty versus actually being good. And, I kind of intentionally, my hair looks like shit. I don't give a what I look like. I got a crackled t-shirt here that's like one of the original ones that's all crackled up and a little, I got 200 brand new ones sitting in my closet right now. I could go grab a brand new t-shirt to go be on camera, but I don't need to look pretty. I need to be talented. I need to be a killer and a warrior in my business, in my financial investments, in my weightlifting, in my MMA training, in my relationships with people that I care about. It's my job to be talented and be able to contribute to their life at a high level. So people don't give if I look pretty or if I dress up. I seldom dress up. I had a lot of nice clothes and a lot of nice jewelry and a lot of other nice things. I got some suits. Believe it or not, I do own a few suits. But people don't come to me to see me wear a suit. People come to me so they don't have to wear a suit anymore because they're tired of showing up to an office wearing a suit. So what are your thoughts about this? I have many, but I don't want to hog the camera time. But what are your thoughts of people that are trying to look pretty but don't have much going for them in the background?
I think as a whole, most guys that are in all this designer gear and stuff generally aren't that wealthy. A lot of the wealthy guys dress pretty down. Might wear a nice watch. That's the one thing sometimes. But I pretty much all the richest guys I know wear jeans, t-shirts, sometimes old ripped shirts, like you said.
I got a rip over here right now. There's a rip.
I'm the same. I always have ripped shirts. And a lot of my other most wealthy friends are the same. Sometimes I'll have a nice watch on because it's nice to have, a nice watch, to have something, a nice car. But as a whole, you rarely see guys, out with the Gucci shoes, all this. Most of my friends that wear all that stuff aren't rich. Mm-hmm. They're guys that are, middle class, making, 100, 200 grand a year. That they want all this Gucci designer stuff, trying to look rich when they're not. Most rich people don't really need to look rich, other than maybe a nice RollsRoyce or something.
Nice RollsRoyce, you don't say.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was just looking at nice Rolls-Royces. I'm going to buy one next week. I mentioned that to them. So just looking at different colors of leather and getting pricing. But I'm going to get a purple Phantom. And the pricing is outrageous and kind of laughable, some of the shit. So, I'm going to go back to what you were saying in a moment. But, base for the extended Phantom, the long wheelbase one is 8 inches longer, 20 centimeters longer. For the extended Phantom, that's an $80,000 option. And so a base Phantom's like $500,000. So that's like the normal sized luxury sedan, a very nice car, extremely nice car. But I need the extended one because my legs are long. All three of them, they're long, they're big. And I need the extended one to make room for all my legs. And then, the color that I like, that purple color, that's about a $24,000 upgrade. Here's a pricing chart for this stuff. $24,000 for the color that I like. Pinstripe, $2,350
Nice.
For the pinstripe. The rims I like are $13,600 upgrade from the normal rims. If you want a little light, there's a little LED light that lights up the hood ornament. That's $5,200 for that light.
One thing too, though, you waited till long past you could buy this. You didn't go and buy this when you first made money. you made sure you were well ahead when you come buy this with cash. I think some people make the mistake as soon as they get a little money, oh, buy the car.
Chrome exhaust tips, 5,750. The nicer seats in the back, 29,000.
I don't want to mess those seats up.
Seat upgrade. That's just the back seats. To upgrade the back seats, I need the leg rests, for my legs, all of them. 29,225. And to your point, well, wood veneer on the front is 7,000. The rear veneer in the back is another 7,000. You get the idea. The little RR, the Rolls-Royce symbol embroidered in the headrest, that's 1,700. You'd think it would come with that.
That's crazy.
1,700.
It doesn't come with embroidered Rolls-Royce.
No, it costs 1,700 extra.
And you have to have that. You can't get a Rolls-Royce.
You have to have the
Yeah, they get you.
So everything's extra. Everything is extra. To change the colors around inside to multiple colors of leather, that's 9,800. Plus tax and all that shit later, of course, upgraded sound system. I'll never even listen to the sound system. I might not listen to it for 10 minutes, but 12,500 for that. Rear curtains, 8,600. Anyway, it turns into about 825,000. So about 825,000. I'm gonna order that next week. I might change the colors around slightly, about 825,000. And to your point, I didn't buy that shit. Like, I don't need financing. I'm just gonna go pay for it.
Yeah, you could have bought that years ago, but you got yourself really comfortable first.
I see people. I don't want to make fun of them excessively, but I see people online that there's like, oh, you could, you don't have to wait to get a Lamborghini. You can finance it now.
Yeah, that's.
And like, if you can't buy it, if you can't afford it, what are you doing?
That's not a way to get rich.
So you got money for a Lexus, but you're buying a Lambo, and you're paying interest on it. Like.
Yeah, I mean, we had to talk. I've never bought every car I bought has been cash. It's just I don't buy something until I can afford it. Unfortunately, I haven't bought a Rolls-Royce yet. Hopefully soon.
When I was in my early 30s, I had about $4 million. I was still poor, and I was still driving a 2006, I think it was. Might have been it was 2004. It was a 2004 Honda. It was a 2004 Honda Accord. Gray. It had the V6. It had leather, but I was driving a Honda with a few $1 million net worth, and I'd hear people that were they buy a brand new vehicle with a loan, and they're making a sizable piece of their income is going for car payments. When I bought that vehicle, I just paid cash for it. It wasn't much. It was 15,000 maybe. Maybe I paid 15 grand for it back in the day. Used. It was a couple of years old. So I think it was about $33,000 car that I bought used for about $15,000. That thing had almost 300,000 miles on it. When we were done with it, it had about 300,000 miles. And I didn't give a f***. It was an okay car. It didn't hurt my feelings to be in the Honda. But I knew that I was doing the right things to build better finances.
Money was growing in other ways that time.
And I had other nice vehicles. I had a Lincoln Navigator when I was young. I had I spent $20,000 on a stereo and rims because I was dumb and had money and you could do things like that. But I learned from that, and it didn't hurt my feelings to have the Honda. It didn't hurt my feelings to have some of that normal shit. I should say it different. It didn't hurt my feelings in the short term because I was doing the things that I knew I could have whatever the I wanted later. So when I had Honda money, I could go buy whatever. I could spend $100,000 on a vehicle back then. And it wouldn't be a terrible thing to do if you had a few million, but I'm just like, why? Let's compound the money. Let's make the money, get the money making money, and get the money that makes more money and makes more money and makes more money, and compound those gains. In the long term, you just have whatever you want. You do whatever you want, and I like that a lot. The best thing that money buys you is your freedom. This is by far. And the best thing money buys you is freedom to not spend time with people you don't want. You can have nice things for yourself. If you have you want to take your friends somewhere cool, you can take your friends somewhere cool. If you want to eat whatever you want to eat, you want to do whatever you want. You can have whatever you want, whatever it is for you. For me, I like coaches and trainers because I like to always be getting better. I feel happiest inside when I'm always compounding the gains. And compounding the gains is just not just financial; it's compounding your intellectual knowledge base. You're adding new skills. Adding high quality people to your peer group. You know, those type of things really lead to a lot better financial outcomes over time. That if you're smart and talented, and you have a lot of winners and, you know, high integrity, high quality people around you, this is not a recipe for poverty.
No.
Probably going to do just fine.
Yeah, it's much easier to make money when you have a good network.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's a nice thing for you to touch on, of like we were talking about that in our workout today a little bit, about like the importance of reputation, or, you know, having decent social skills to not be a weirdo and do dumb shit.
Yeah, I think reputation is absolutely crucial. You know, I've been in the MMA game for years and have a great reputation because I never screw anyone over. Always hold my word. If you say you're gonna do something, always do it, no matter what, even if you don't want to. It's just being reliable. You know, like I said, not doing weird shit. So someone famous, don't start acting all weird and freak the guy out. It's just basic what should be common sense, but some people don't have, and that's how you build a good network. You know, like if you meet a celebrity, don't start being like all excited in his face. That's gonna weird him out. You want to be like, you know, normal, treat people normal, and that's how you start building good networks.
If I meet somebody new that you know, I'm like, you know, I watch that person on television, I respect that person, you know, I admire a couple things about that person, but the last thing I want to do is shove a camera on their face if I'm meeting them for the first time. I'm not thinking to myself, you know, I got to get a picture.
No, yeah, it just people don't want to be treated different. People don't realize that if you treat them like they're someone different, they're not going to look at you as a peer.
Yeah,
they're going to look at you as below them. If you're treating them above you, they're going to look at you as above them. So some people need to realize they treat these celebrities above them, they're never going to become friends with them.
Yeah, yeah. I always thought to myself that about the worst thing you could do is, you know, I don't like it when somebody. And some, you know, 85% of people that come say hi to me, they're really nice people. They're no problem. You know, about 15% are weirdos. But I never like it when somebody does awkward shit, or, you know, touches me. Like a random dude comes and touches you, and I'm like, you know, am I supposed to punch this guy? What's going on? And then it's like, oh, Derek, I watch your shit.
Yeah, dude's fangirling out is not a good thing to do. I mean, it's just like a girl. You're not going to run up to a hot girl and be like, oh, that's her actress. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She's not going to respect you. A lot of guys don't know that. You're not going to get a hot girl by telling her like how amazing and how you wish you could be with her.
You know, funny enough, I'm happy to tell my girlfriend that she's beautiful, or that you know, she looks good. I'm happy to do that. Like, wouldn't be hanging out with some ugly chick.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why would I? But you know, you could do that in a way where you're not a weirdo. That it's, you know, it's sincere and real, but. You're not so enamored.
Right, exactly.
I'm not so enamored with anybody's beauty that, you know, I would have somebody misbehaving or treating me poorly, you know? So, you know, the thing that you said makes a lot of sense. If you're treating somebody like they're significantly above you, they're going to
treat you like you're below them.
Yeah, which is a perfectly normative social response. But important to not be a weirdo, important to keep your word. I just think the more I could help, you know, everybody takes my phone call. I don't say that in a cocky way. I feel very proud about that, but partially because it's something that I've actively created and earned. I don't call somebody to tell them, you know, oh, hey, I am kind of lonely today. What's going on, buddy?
It's going to be, it's probably talk to business and we're going to make some money, or it's going to be go to work out.
Everybody knows if I reach out to them. Everybody knows
we're probably going to make some money.
I never call them with bad news. I never call them with a problem. I never ask them, you know, hey, could you do me a favor? Anybody that knows me knows if I'm calling them, we're going to do something productive together.
Yeah, we're either going to work out or we're going to make some money.
Yeah.
I think one of the two things.
Yeah. And that's my reputation with everybody. It's like, you know, something good's going to happen. If Derek's calling or Derek's texting, something good's going to happen. There's an opportunity somewhere, you know? And everybody knows that. Or everybody has that association with me. I don't bother to call people. Even if I call somebody and ask them to help me solve a problem, they know they're going to be rewarded for it in some way. I'm not asking, oh, could you do me a favor that's going to be an inconvenience?
Yeah, if you ask to do something, I'll do it with no, I'm not going to go, what do I get out of this instantly? Because I know you've been so good to me over, if you have such a good reputation, if you want me to do something, I'm doing it without thinking twice. And that's what you want when you call friends and ask something. They're not asking, what can you get? It's like, sure, I'm on my way.
You know what? I'm really happy you said that, and I've had that thought, is that I've noticed that sometimes somebody doesn't let me get the words out of my mouth. Frequently, there's like 80% of people, if I ask them for something, they'll just say yes before I even say anything that I'm going to do anything for them. They'll just say yes.
Been so good people around you, they know it's like, if you need a favor, I don't think twice. And generally your favors include we're getting paid, even when I'm asking not to get paid a lot of the time.
Well, if I'm making money, that's just a thing in my head. If I'm making money, I'm never greedy that way, that I'm happy to help a friend make money. If somebody's helping me with something I'm going to get paid for, I'm happy for them to get paid with me, And some people are such,
short-sighted.
Yeah, I don't want to insert like a foul word or a mean name there necessarily, but that's probably the right way to say it more objectively. And some people are so short-sighted that if they could make a quick something without sharing that, or I don't know. I feel like if I was helping somebody solve a valuable problem, I'd like to share in the reward a bit, whatever that might be. It might be money, it might be some social reward, it might be something cool or fun we're going to do because I helped them accomplish something, so we're going to go do something fun together that they're inviting me to, or whatever it is. So I like those type of things, and I just try to be that type of person. So be the type of person, whoever you want to spend time with, whoever it is, the type of friends you'd like to have, the type of girlfriend or significant other that you'd like to have. You have to be that person's best option. To have high quality people enthusiastically invested in your life, to have them to be, being enthusiastic, they're excited to hear from you, they're happy to see you. You got to go above and beyond. You got to make sure that it's a win-win, that they're getting something out of it, and really they're getting more out of it from you than they could have got spending their time someplace else. Because at a higher level, high quality people have a lot of options. And if you're not their best option, they should be spending their time with somebody else, and they will be in general. Except, the best ones will be.
Yeah, if every relationship's a two-way street. I feel like someone's always just taking from you. Cut those people out of your life.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. Somebody's been around for a while, but sometimes someone's just take, and then you call them for a favor. They're making excuses. I've had to question myself: is this my friend? I've just went and done multiple times for them, and I called and asked for a favor. He didn't do it. Do I want that person in my life? Probably not, right?
You watch this video all the way through, and that tells me you're dedicated to learning more and earning far above average outcomes in your life. Congratulations for that. But now it's time to take action. If you could have earned those results by yourself, you would have done it already. My head coach has opened up a few spots on his high-demand calendar for an in-person, one-on-one strategy session to help you. On this call, we'll give you pragmatic advice that you can implement tonight to get laser-focused on the right metrics and leave mediocrity far behind in your past. Click that link right now in the description below and apply for your call immediately. Do it now.